I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. Well, a Game 3 win gives our Leafs a 2-1 series lead as we head into Game 4 of the second round matchup between the Atlanta Thrashers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Atlanta on the first line is Steven Stamkos, Doug Gilmour, and Nikita Kucherov. On the second line is Dennis Hall, JT Miller, and Brett Hall. On the third line is Brendan Saad, Todd Marchand, Tom Wilson. And on the fourth line is Robbie Fabry, the other Todd Marchand, and Ty Domi. On defense on the first pair is Brady McNabb with Philip Roenick. On the second pair is Mikko Mikkola with Neil Pionk. And on the third pair is Carson Soucy with Ilya Lyubushkin. Starting in net is Andy Moe, with Andrew Hammond backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Rasmus Ristolainen, Joe Veleno, and Kyle Masters. Injury update for the Leafs. Adam Foote still injured and unplayable. So playing for the Leafs on the first line is Bobby Clark, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Brock Nelson, and Peter Bondra. On the third line is Marcus Johansson, Scott Lawton, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line, Zach Hyman, Jonathan Toews, and Mark Parrish. On defense on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Tyler Myers. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Corey Sarich. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Randy Hiller. Starting in net is Dominik Hasek with Artur Silov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Sean Bodine, Philip Kurashev, and Adam Foote.
Welcome back to EA Sports, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. It is a pivotal Game 4 tonight set to go down. Oh, this building's electric and both teams are set to go. Don't you just love playoff hockey? Listen to this place. Let's get after it. Works it across to Kucherov. And now it's over to Gilmour. Lindros gains the zone. Moves the pass in front. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. And they'll go the other way with a great play by Myers. Atlanta's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it to the middle. And that goes off someone in front. Sets it out front. And that chance is blocked. Stopped by the goaltender. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up.
Hall's been showing signs of frustration, just on a pointless streak right now. And as a player, you really want to feel like you contribute. You can do lots of things well, but when you don't get on the score sheet, you don't feel like you're doing much.
Gives them nothing in front.
There we go, Lanny McDonald.
Set off the pipe and into the net. Wow.
You almost needed a double take there, James. When you hear that sound, sometimes you think it's out, but this one goes in. We always talk about the goal scorer, but how about the player moving the puck here, James? I mean, incredible vision and a set of hands to hit the open player.
The Leafs were looking for a good start in this one, and they have certainly accomplished that with the first goal of the game just minutes in.
Well, you know they would have talked about making sure that they established some presence and some pace in the game, in particular in the opening frame, James. But to get up a 1-0 lead on your opponent just minutes into the game, that is a fantastic start.
And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Scooped up along the wall by Mikkola. Quick pass to Hull. Passes it in front. Picked off in front. Myers works the puck in his own zone. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. The Leafs move it in. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Slides it to Hull. The Thrashers take it along the wall. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Clark.
Sometimes when you're losing, a coach will give you a little more leeway to get things done offensively. You start to take some risks, but this one doesn't work out in their favor.
The Leafs have dominated in the shot department here early in this first period, and the score is reflective of that. Off the draw, they take possession. Sends the pass over. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Thrashers gain control of the puck against the wall. Tosses it to Marchand. The Leafs have the puck now. Toronto's got it in the neutral zone. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Saad. The Leafs have it now. Here they come. And he totally whiffs on that one. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong and he's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
The Leafs have been the better team in this first period. More scoring opportunities and as a result, more goals. Toronto's regained possession of the puck. And a great save!
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. And they win the draw on their own end. Slides it diagonally to Kucherov. Tries to get the puck to Murray. And he takes the dish. The Leafs looking against the half wall. And that pass attempt is deflected. Atlanta's looking to break out. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. At center ice now, he grabs the puck. Here's a chance! Just wide! McNabb's taking it from his own end. Atlanta's crossed the line and on the attack. McNabb's got it to the side. Shakes himself free! And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Through center. And that pass goes off a stick. Atlanta's in on the offensive attack now. The Leafs gain possession. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. And makes the save. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Atlanta's got the puck in the defensive end. Here they come on the attack. Toronto's got the puck. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Here's a feed in front. And that goes off a body and a ride. Moan's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. Past the midway mark of the frame, the Leafs have taken a 1-0 lead. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Quick feed to Miller. Atlanta's moving it along the wing. Hull's got it in the offensive zone. Here's a chase behind the net. Comes up with a stop. Unable to reach that one. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Looks to set up at the point now. Tried to put it in the side and missed.
Well, there's a recognition that he didn't have much room. Gets a little bit fine and just misses wide.
Stoppage in play offside the call.
Listen, James, I think we got to count the number of hits tonight, and we'll be looking at that in the metrics because it is playoff time. It is time to shine, and you got to physically engage. That's right there is an example of it.
The Leafs have used their advantage in shots to take the lead here in the first. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Taken by Saad. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to McDonald. Nice zone entry from the middle. Here's a shot. Fantastic save. Oh, and it's another save on the play.
He does a great job being set to position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James, but it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone.
Oh, Tyler Myers with the clapper.
Once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one. Well, what a great defensive play with instincts to be able to lead to this goal here, James. It's all about anticipation as he disrupts that pass and gets going the other way. I mean, you have to know exactly where you are on the ice to be able to make that play. After that last goal, the coach is showing his displeasure with his team. He's just not happy with the effort and the details at this moment.
Toronto's taken a 2-goal lead already here in the first period. They look dominant tonight, Cheryl.
Yeah, they've been terrific tonight, James, and they've been able to execute. They've thrown a lot of pucks to the net, but they've managed it extremely well. They've opened up their own lanes, and they've got the opportunities.
Good check, frees the puck up. And the puck sails into the bench, forcing a stoppage of play. Past the midway mark in this period, the Leafs have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Lindros takes possession after that center ice face-off. Sends it in deep. Atlanta's got a hold of the puck now. Ahead of steam now towards the front. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. And he coughs it up with the pass. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Standing tall with the save. Atlanta's moving it up the ice. And we'll get a breather here with offside the call. The Leafs have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities and as a result have the lead. Toronto's won it. Feeds the puck to Johansson. Good defensive stop with the poke check. And that ricochets off a twig in front. Loose puck battle along the boards. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. Here we go. Goaltenders at the bench. They've got the extra attacker out with the delayed penalty. And puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go.
Well, there'll be some frustration with that one. You gotta love that he got to some prime time real estate, so did the work and effort to get there. Man, you gotta hit the net when you're in that tight.
The Leafs will serve 2 for holding.
Well, 2 things here, James. When you're fighting for a position, you gotta keep your feet moving and you gotta keep both hands on your stick. If one of those lapses, you're gonna get the holding call.
Our first opportunity to look at the power play unit set to go to work.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
And they get the puck out of the defensive end. The Thrashers scoop it up along the boards. Moves it to Stamkos. And now he tries to get it across to Hull. Morrissey stick handling in his own zone. And they send it down the ice. Atlanta's gained possession along the boards. Hull's got the puck in his own zone. Atlanta's on the attack. Angles it over to Pionk. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Lutton. Gets it out of his own end. Atlanta's got the puck along the wall. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. Looks to get the puck over to Lindros. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Sends it ahead to Miller. And that's intercepted, and they'll go on the attack.
The Leafs are in a tight game. They got to start making good on all of those interceptions where they've been great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great job defensively, but they've got to convert.
Great reach with the poke check. Denies them in close.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
The Leafs lead it here late in this first period. possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. Makes the save on the slapper. And with that, the first period comes to an end. Both teams will have a chance to get a breather, and they'll be back on the ice with period number 2 in not too long.
Well, good start for the Leafs. Let's hope they keep up the pressure. Maybe get some more goals.
Both teams are back at center ice, and we are ready to get period number 2 underway. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
Atlanta's had a rough start and really put themselves in some bad spots to start the game, James. And as a result, they've turned over the puck. They haven't managed it. I'm telling you, their coach is not going to be happy.
Hasek's going to elect to slow things down a little and get the whistle.
Well, he has been really busy this period, James, but he's mentally focused, makes a nice save, and holds on for the whistle.
The Leafs lead here in the second period, and they have been the more active team offensively. Nowhere for that shot to go through. And now it's grabbed by Clark. Into the offensive zone. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him. Shuts him down. Tries to get the puck over to Kucherov. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Fires it. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
The Leafs have it against the wall. Here they come up along the wing. The Thrashers take possession in the defensive end. Dishes it to McNabb. Toronto's got the puck here in the open ice. Fires it on net. Nice stop by Moog. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. We're still in the early stages of this period. 2-0 is the score. Miller's won it in their own end. Great cross-ice pass. Passes on over to Miller. Slides by the check. And now he angles it across to Burrows. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Grabs the puck at center. And some good footwork to kick it away. Moves it quickly over to Miller. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. The Thrashers have it from their own end. And that pass goes off a stick. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Unleashes a cannon. Too many bodies in the way. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Taken along the wall by Domi. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Puts it in deep. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Atlanta's looking to break out of their own end. Slides it up front. Here's a shot. Denies him with the pad. Sends it into the offensive zone. The Thrashers have it now. Grabbed along the board by Murray. Oh, he stopped it. How did he do that?
I have no idea, James. I don't even know how he tracked the puck, let alone got to it. I mean, unbelievable. His team have got to find a way to rebound off of that one. Unbelievable save. Moog's dialed in and outstanding at anticipating the play here, James. He recognizes exactly where the greatest threat is on the ice, and it's a slot area. He gets to position and makes the save.
And makes the save.
But there's no surprise here, James. I mean, he is so powerful. You can see it in his stride, and you can see it in his body position. I mean, he's just a freight train taking it to the net.
And tries to make a diagonal pass to Wilson. And that plays offside. We got a face-off coming up.
Well, the bench erupts with that one, and you know why, James? Because he is telling his team, listen, I bent, but I have not broken, and neither have you. So let's get going here. Let's find a way to get back in this one and tie it up.
Toronto's message was clear coming into this one. Lots of shots on net, and they lead here in this second. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. And just like that, from out of nowhere, comes up with the puck. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Moe! Past the halfway mark of this period, Toronto's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. And off the draw, they win possession. Quick pass to Clark. Denied by the goaltender. Huge steal in his own end.
Moe's been so impressive, in particular in that last sequence, James, and he's out of gas. It didn't prevent him from making that save, but now he's going to get some much-needed rest as that puck heads out of his zone.
And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. Oh, he gets a piece of it with the glove! Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
Well, the goal light does not go on, and no one can believe it, James. We're going to have another look at it. Man, was that ever electric. This is unbelievable that he can get to this puck. You think it's in the net, then he comes out of nowhere with a sprawling athletic save.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. And off the draw, they'll take possession. Right up the gut, here they go. There's another for the hit parade. A blast! And comes up empty. Atlanta's got the puck. And that's broken up by Lindros.
The Leafs have been stealing pucks all game, and when you intercept passes and you find ways to get your sticks in lanes, you typically find a way to possess the puck, but they've got to open it up here. This game's awfully tight.
Atlanta's got the puck along the wall. Quick feed to Lindros. Feeds the puck across to Burrows. Takes a shot. Oh, great save right there on the play.
Moe's giving his team an opportunity to stay in the game. One save after another. He has been under siege. I mean, his save percentage says it all. They have to shore up their defense and stop chasing the game.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. Here's a short pass to Mikula. Moves the puck along the half wall. And that's blocked away. Toronto's got it behind the net. The Leafs have it now. Moves around along the half wall. Oh, what a save!
Oh, Marcus Johansson. He eventually knocks in the rebound.
So much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now. But your coach is preaching all the time. Take away the eyes of the goaltender. What does that mean? It means you get yourself in front of that net, whether it's a double stack, a double screen, whatever you can do so that the goaltender can't find the puck. And he couldn't. As he drops to that butterfly, he tries to make himself as big as possible, but he can't catch up to the puck.
Toronto's gone up by 3 here in this one, and that second intermission's just around the corner. What's the mindset right now on the bench here, Cheryl?
Well, continue to do exactly what we've been doing because it's working. I mean, they're first to the puck. They're owning the puck in all zones, really. I mean, they're spending a lot of time in the offensive zone, James, but they're getting shots to net. And this is what I love about their gameplay right now. They are making sure that they're hitting the net and they're directing it there. They're getting net front presence, and they are hounding the puck when it misses.
The Leafs have to be feeling good about themselves here in the late stages of this second period as they continue to lead big. Marchand's quick stick off the draw wins possession. Atlanta's in transition. Shot! And that goes off a player in front. Myers moves the puck. Slides it up to Fabry. Takes a shot. Turns it aside with the glove. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. The Leafs came into this one with one thought on mind. Lots of pucks to the net, and they continue to lead here late in the second. Toronto's got the win off that draw. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Quick shot! Turned aside with the glove by Moe. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. just here in the late stages of this frame. The Leafs have dominated this one to this point. They lead at 3-0. Moves it to Hull. The Leafs take possession here in the open ice. Clark's got the puck. Sends the feed in front. And a new pass. Oh, off the iron. Sends it over to Lindros. Second period nearly into its final minute here. Oh, he put it just wide as it hits the outside of the post.
Toronto's been finding the net all game long, and this one found the post. It didn't hit the back of the net, but they've got a healthy, comfortable lead, and they have their opponent scrambling. This has been a fun one to watch. I know the coaching staff is going to like it.
Picked up along the wall by Provorov. And he dodges the poke check there. Dying seconds, and he makes the save. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next.
Another good period for the Leafs. Kept the puck in the Atlanta zone. Increased the lead to 3. Let's hope they can do it again for another period.
And they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. Well, 2 periods down. Here we go with the third period. Cheryl, your assessment so far.
The Leafs have a comfortable lead here in the third.
Bobby Clark eventually gets it.
Yeah, that was blistering, wasn't it, James? And it's twofold here because he has to find ways to get to open ice. And then, of course, that pass has to come across perfectly for him to be able to tag it. That's just fantastic execution. Everyone is so focused on the puck carrier below the goal line that they don't notice that the most dangerous player on the ice, he is net front. He is creeping around in those quiet areas to make himself available for that one-time shot. When he gets it, he makes no mistake. You can certainly see that the coach is boiling over right now. It's a sense of frustration and anger that his team hasn't put any effort into this game. Listen, it's not just about trailing, but it's about the way they've done it. Just no effort, lackluster performance, and no attention to detail.
Toronto's on total cruise control early in this third period. Moves it quickly over to Hronek. Picked up along the boards by Stamkos. Takes it across the blue line. Puts it on net. Fires it. And he makes a save there. Handles it along the blue line. Denies that opportunity.
Clark's been on point with his type of game here, James. In the offensive zone, he moves around to get to the right spots on the ice to be able to get his one-timer off. I mean, he's gotten it off multiple times, but he finally gets the pass he wants, and he's able to unload it and put it in. That one's got to feel good.
The Leafs lead this one early in the third period. They have been the more aggressive team offensively with the lead in the shot department. That's one way to take possession with both centers tied up there in that scrum. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Tries to get it over to McDonald. Oh, they force the turnover. Oh, it makes the save, just not enough to keep it out. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Scooped up along the wall by Clark. Passes over to Lindros. The Leafs carried along the wall. Stopped by the goaltender. Taken along the wall by McDonald. Atlanta's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And then stopped by Hasek. Toronto's got the puck along the boards. Gaining momentum along the wing. Atlanta's got control of it now from their own end. Sends it in on the attack. The Leafs gain possession. Tries to feed it over to Johansson. Grabbed along the boards by Lyubushkin. Quick pass to Marchand. Rocks him on the play. And he takes the feed. Into the offensive end now. Atlanta's got the puck in their own end. Grabs it with the glove. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. The Leafs have a significant lead here in the third period. They have brought their A game tonight. The Thrashers win the draw. Quick feed to Mikula. The Thrashers move the puck in the defensive zone. Drives it to the crease. Big save by the goaltender watching that one.
What a save. I mean, how quick do you have to be able to get on that puck, James? Anytime it's in the low slot, you've got to be on your toes, and that's exactly what he was to be able to make the save.
Quick pass across to Nelson. Puck fired in deep, and they'll go for a change. Here's a short pass to Pionk. Takes the return feed. And he turned that one aside.
Koshek's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
And now he moves it to Murray. The Thrashers gain possession in their own end. From the left wing, takes the feed. Pass stolen in the open ice.
Toronto's finding a way to the right spots at the right time, and this is awareness, knowing exactly where you want to be and reading and anticipating the play perfectly. They've been dominating, shutting it down in the middle of the ice, and get going north.
Whacks it into the offensive zone. Pass to Mikula. The Leafs ready to go on the attack. The Thrashers get a hold of the puck along the boards. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Puck grab by Domi. Nice zone entry from the right side. With possession along the wall.
Oh, Provorov sneaks it in.
Pylon continues, Cheryl.
It is ugly, and there's nothing worse in the score than having your own crowd just give way on you there.
It looked more accidental than on purpose, though.
Tonight in this building, just a tough game all the way around.
I think they screamed uncle about 2 of these ago. The Leafs are sending a clear message that they are not taking their foot off the gas in this third period here, Cheryl.
Well, you can certainly tell that they bought into the game plan, and the coach is certainly ecstatic with the performance of the entire bench. I mean, look at the way they're moving and holding the puck, attacking the net at the right times. It has been a seamless effort.
Pumped off the puck. From the neutral zone now. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. Taken by Myers. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. The Thrashers gain control of the puck. Moves it to Kucherov. One-on-one with the goaltender. Turns it aside on the breakaway. Ho, ho, ho.
You can tell that he didn't lose his cool with this one-on-one battle. Real quiet, feet in the crease, technical movements, and makes that huge save.
We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. Kucherov's been flagged for cross-checking.
Well, it's been a lackluster performance tonight, and it just continues here. The emotional barometer is certainly off. They're trailing in this game by a large margin, and how they're dancing to the penalty box. It's a tough game all the way around.
The Leafs will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
With their first power play of the game, they've got to be ready to pounce right off the draw. It's all about numbers. They've got to outnumber their opponent here on the PK to find that puck and get it moving on the perimeter to attack the inside.
The Leafs look to start the transition game. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Save made by the goalie.
The Leafs have layered well today and really protected their goaltender, who's seen everything. They're so close to the shutout. Yes, it's a superstition, but this team has played so well defensively. It's not just a goaltender stat, it's a team stat.
And he gets in front of that. Atlanta's got a hold of the puck. And he's taken down. The official's arm signaling for a penalty. Here comes the call. Morrissey's been nabbed for tripping.
Another stick infraction, and you know that coaches don't like this one. A product of not being in good position, reaching, and then taking the trip because you weren't moving your feet.
A nice little break for the defenseman here. One less forward to deal with as we have some 4-on-4 hockey on tap.
On a 4-on-4, you can expect all players on the ice when you're possessing the puck to activate. You have to be able to support the puck carrier, and if you're a defender, you know you're jumping into a lane going north.
Breaks up the play with a poke check. Oh, tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Play continues here, but this crowd's still buzzing after what we saw. What a stop that was.
Yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on their feet. They're electric right now. And really, it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way, so when you have it, you embrace it.
Works it across to Susie. Here's a chance. And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Slides it diagonally to Wilson. Scrum along the boards, they battle for the puck. The Leafs penalty killers come up huge.
You can have all the ozone possession time on a power play in the world and you don't convert. Why? Because that's where you have it, on the outside. You have to find ways to create seams, diagonal lines to the net, be able to shoot off the pass and get scoring opportunities.
Sarich is lugging the puck. Steps inside. Takes the puck at the point. Denies him. He got all of it. And now it's to Pionk. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Stopped by the goaltender getting a piece of that one.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that slow slot and taking all the space away.
And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Using the net for cover. Angles it over to Hull. Looks to pass it to Saad. Smart heads up, play to neutralize the threat.
Toronto's been working hard all night long, in particular in their...
Tough break for the shooter as it goes off the inside post and stays out.
The Leafs are shaking their head.
That should have been icing.
Hit yet another post. Listen, the good part to this is they're still in the lead.
Takes the feed. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Moves it quickly over to Hull. You know, you listen to this place, and this is an unruly group of fans quite frustrated from what they saw of disappointing performance by the home team tonight. And that will close the book on this one here tonight. You know, you can look at the stats and you can look at what the goaltender did tonight between the pipes, Cheryl, but this to me was a team effort.
You can certainly see that they talked or discussed their structure in terms of how they were going to defend James, pushing everything, deflecting it to the perimeter and allowing the goaltender to see the puck. I mean, how critical is that? Yes, some 10-bell saves were made and some timely ones at that. Pitching a shutout isn't easy, but everyone on this group played well.
Well, I certainly had a great time, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks so much for spending your time with us here this evening, and we will see you at the next playoff game.
Another playoff shutout for the Leafs and Hasek. The Leafs take total control of this one, outshooting Atlanta 38-16, out-hitting them 30-21. Have more time to attack, better pass percentage. Atlanta won the faceoff 17-15. Toronto went 0 for 1 on the power play. Atlanta went 0 for 2. For the box scores for Toronto, you had Lindros with 2 assists, Johansson, Clark, and McDonald with a goal and assist each. Morrissey with an assist, Myers, Provorov with goals. And Hasek was a perfect 16 for 16. And for Atlanta, there was no scoring. Mouk made 33 saves on 38 shots, 5 goals allowed for an .868 save percentage. And with the win, Toronto takes a 3-1 series lead. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game for Game 5 of the second round matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Atlanta Thrashers.